All right, let's talk about something we've all seen, right? That classic image. Somebody sitting totally at peace on a mountaintop, meditating, with this epic view behind them. It looks amazing, for sure, but is it actually the best way to practice? Today, we're going to dig into the really surprising connection between our own inner world and the great outdoors. So let's just get right to it. Here's the big question. Does meditating in some gorgeous, natural spot like a forest or a beach actually make the meditation better? I mean, it feels like it should, doesn't it? We all feel that pull to connect with nature, so combining that with meditation seems like a no-brainer.
But, and this is where it gets really interesting, the answer isn't a simple yes. The thinking here points to a much deeper and honestly, a more effective way to go about it. And it might just flip how you think about your entire practice.
Okay, so to really get this, we have to pull apart two different ideas, the practice of meditation and the fruit of meditation. Believe it or not, they are not the same thing at all, and getting them mixed up is a super common mistake. Now, let's be super clear. The end goal here is absolutely to appreciate the incredible beauty of nature. That's one of the greatest joys you can have in life. So this isn't about choosing meditation over nature, it's about finding the most powerful way to experience it. So here's how it breaks down. On one side, you've got the practice. This is the 20 minutes or so you actually spend meditating. It's all about focusing inward. It's a simple, repeatable process that's designed for purification, and this is key, it works best when there's as little distraction as possible. Then, on the other side, you have the fruit. This is the result of that practice. It's what you get, a sharper, more refined perception, this amazing ability to just soak in beauty, and eventually, this state of enlightenment where you can be fully in and out at the same time. Okay, so if the practice needs minimal distraction, where should you actually do it? Well, this brings us to a really powerful idea, the inner closet. Yeah, this quote is used to make a really critical point. The actual practice of meditation, much like prayer in this sense, is an inner process. It's something you do by withdrawing from the world, not something you perform out in the middle of a big, beautiful, distracting show.
And this really gets to the heart of what meditation is. Think of it as a preparation. It's a strategic retreat from everything going on outside, so you can just soak in what the source material calls pure bliss consciousness. And why do you do that? So you can come back out and experience the world with your perception totally dialed up, way more sensitive and clear than before.
So why the closet? It's because the goal isn't to have some amazing experience while you're meditating. The goal is simply purification. And for that to happen as efficiently as possible, you just need the quietest, least stimulating environment you can find. A simple, subdued place lets you go inward without anything getting in the way. And this all leads to the how-to. It's not about choosing between inside or outside. It's all about the sequence. You've got to go in first, then you go out. It breaks down into this really simple three-step process. First, you retreat. You find a quiet spot. Think less windy mountaintop, more cozy cabin. Second, you meditate right there. You go inward for your 20 minutes. And then, step 3, you emerge. Now you go outside, you look at that valley, and you experience it with your perception totally supercharged. That's when the real connection happens. The absolute crucial thing here is to not mix these stages up. If you're trying to be both inward and outward at the same time during the practice itself, you're just not fully doing either one. You're just watering down the results of both. And the payoff for taking this disciplined approach? Oh, it is absolutely profound. It's not just about seeing nature a little more clearly. It's about completely changing your relationship to everything around you. When you consistently practice this way, using that inner closet method, you start to experience the world in ways that get deeper and more refined. That appreciation for beauty becomes so powerful and so constant that it just, melts you in bliss. And all of this builds up to this incredibly powerful statement. That line between you, the person looking, and nature, the thing being looked at, it just starts to dissolve. You don't just see the great outdoors anymore, you become it. And that state of unity, that feeling of being totally in and totally out at the same time, with no barrier between your own consciousness and the world around you, well, that is enlightenment, and that is the true fruit of the practice. So the question to leave you with is this one. Is your practice a preparation, or is it a performance? Are you quietly building the ability to feel awe, or are you just chasing a particular feeling in the moment? Because understanding that difference, well, that could be the key that unlocks a much, much deeper reality.